What is the position of this country, owing that the fact that in the East, already Simon Ekpa is championing the cause of Biafran agitation, restoration, and there have been crises over there rocking the entire Eastern region. And now some group of persons from the Oduduwa agitators are saying, no, we are no longer following Sunday Igboho, that we are charting a new way, a new frontier to realize, of course, the Oduduwa nation very soon about to set up their government, even within Nigeria. Don't you think there's an end to this system called Nigeria?
Is championing that of the East.
Nnamdi Kanu, and since he has been in detention, Simon Ekpa, who claimed to be the Prime Minister in exile,
who
is championing the case.
Be, and is doing it in the exile. Just like I don't want to use my own as part of the example, but I did not run away from my own responsibility anyway. Are you getting me? Because I just go there to go and seek for my own health care. This is something different from that of their own. You don't go into exile and tell people at home that this is what you want them to do.
According to him, he has his men.
Who are those his men?
Down east.
Who are they? Are they really coming out to talk? It is not everything that ends up in violence. It is not everything. If he has 10 men, and 2 are shut down, where is he going to recruit more to come in? You understand me now? Kanu could have been one of the best things at the beginning, but he blew it off by cursing everybody. This single hand, not until maybe God has amputated that the second one is not there. This single hand cannot carry load and put on his head. It will surely need an assistant, which is another being. Might not be your tribe, might not be part of your religion. Instead of making his people to understand this is what is going on, there is a lot of allegations on him on how he has been making his own money. Because some of you know that there is money online on this type of interview, and he has benefited from it a lot. I said, go and kill everybody. Destroy this, destroy that, destroy it, destroy that. It takes some minutes for people to read, to see it, and he's making his own money on the ground. You understand? And at the same time, he's saying, we want to buy this, we want to buy this. One more time, he was talking about ammunitions, getting money from some people. Where are the ammunitions? We are not praying for that. And he has been wasting the life of his people on something that he is also not sure of. Am I really fighting for my people? Am I fighting for my pocket? You understand now? For him to be jumping from one place to the other. So he's not doing it for his people. He can be in hiding here in Nigeria and do anything he wants to do for his own people. And they'll be able to see him and tell him to do this, to do this, to do and to do that. That is why I see most of these agitators as scammers. That's the way I use them. Asari Dokubo, Kalu, Igbohos, and co. I see them as scammers. They use people to make money. If not of these few days now that they say, I heard that Asari Dokubo wanted to go to Aso Rock, he was being sent back. True or false, I don't have that. But there is a tape that is going around in the whole internet where Asari Dokubo came back from Hajj. His people were there to come and welcome him. So I look at the soldiers, and he was telling them that why Sergeant so thing has been suspended. I don't want to see his face. I heard you calling Sopro. So is it there? I don't want to see his face. The Republic under Republic. If you want to go, you go. But you don't create problem for your people. Go with one voice. The tape is there in Flip TV. When the issue of Igboho came, I said it even in Yoruba. I won Igboho at that time. If it happen, nobody will stand for you. But Igboho know what he's doing because he's an Okada guy. And I asked this question that time. I asked Igboho, when you are fighting the Modakeke Ife war, who are you fighting? Which side are you? If you are the side of Modakeke, you are still killing Yoruba. If you are the side of Ife, you are still killing Yoruba. Can you go back to these same people and tell them, come and unite and let us form one nation? And you are not from there. Do you understand? Before you know it, this guy blew off. He made good money with people. So he insult people anyhow. He say things anyhow. And God did not spare him. You know what God did to him? God cut him off with that his mouth that is using to say he is something while he's nothing. He said, I heard that you people want to come and arrest me, Igboho. When you are coming with your hillocks, you should make sure you come in thousands. Because I can only spare one that will go back home to come and tell you what happened. Because I'm going to finish everybody there. That was his word. And they didn't go to him with thousands. It was completely picked up. He decided to run away. And he was being cut off. Where are those jars that I can do this at that time? Is under lock and key. The jars are supposed to be in his body. So all those things you are seeing in film, that somebody will hit his leg on the ground like this and see it's a lie. People just watch film, but they don't read the content before they come shoot it. They start shooting it. That all these things are fiction. Don't try it in your home. You understand? So where are those jars that can make him to get out of the lock and key? Where are those jars? Now I saw it on the net that some of the followers saying Igboho should be proved. That they have collected some money here and there, which he has never accounted for. Do you know who plays most smartly and nicely, neatly? The underbridge guy now that has become a graduate, that is using his sense to do whatsoever he wants to do now. Who is that? Gani Adams. It's from underbridge. You understand?
The Kakamfo of Yoruba land.
That's what he said. And that's what they say. When you are a Kakamfo of Yoruba land, you are completely 100% a traditionalist. That's what it means. You are 100% a traditionalist. You will not be attached to any church. And you will not be attached to any mosque. He goes to mosque to go and pray. He goes to church to go and worship. He used his own smartly. We no go green, we no go. He used Lagos to do it. Before you know it, Jonathan invited him. He joined the national confab. He got good money. He brushed himself with online tutorial studies. A day in the class, 16 days on the streets. He got his paper to show that I go to school. He buy a wonderful house in Omale with us here. His people are guiding him. He goes everywhere. He wants on the go. Be careful. Because if you get there, nobody is going to say anything. Because you don't know the person you are talking to. He was hitting his chest at that time. And I told Igboho at that time, personally, I told Igboho online at that time. I said, Yoruba people, they are my people, they are my generation. God decided to make me to be part of this generation of Yoruba. I'm not disputing it. And I'm not denying it. But my people has this character. They have 3 types of drums. I will still repeat it today here in Yoruba. And probably if God will give me the means to be able to translate it in English. The first drum, they will say, Ọmọdé yìí mọ̀ mọ́jọ́ ọmọ àbí ijó rẹ̀. This guy knows how to dance very well. He's a dancer. Then you'll be turning around. They'll be clapping on you. Then they will, after they see that you are very deep in dancing, they will drop that drum. They'll pick the second one. When they started withdrawing, keep on dancing. I'm looking at your back. They are withdrawing gradually. That is the meaning. When you go a bit far, that you cannot listen, you cannot hear the drum anymore longer. They'll drop that one and bring a very big one. They'll hit it, boom, boom. Meaning, if you get to worst stage, now only you go remain there. That is the meaning. Yoruba have those drums. It is only Yoruba that me is my tribe. It's only them I see with that drums. You will discuss with them this night before tomorrow morning it will change. You understand? You discuss with them now. In the next 10 minutes, the people you discuss with go and hold another meeting against you. It will change. I told him. And that was exactly what happened. As they filmed down. Those guys that are shouting online, they are shouting to make their own money online. Doing nothing. And there's nothing they can do about it. According to it, it is the law. So if the law really wants to work, it will work. But if it's not ready to work, there's nothing you can do. You just become a layman.
But can we at this time justify the quest for agitation based on the realities on ground, and the government or the politicians of Nigeria are not interested in the welfare of Nigerians? And as such, Nigerians are left with no other option but to begin to think a possible emergence of another country. So can you justify such agitations at this time?
The opportunity has been blown off. The chance of us not killing ourselves, not fighting, not doing anything, the chances has been blown off. It might happen, not this generation of me and you. It's not a cause. According to what they say, that it was in agreement that when they merged everybody together, that after 100 years, that agreement stands null and void. Who is in power then? Jonathan, when it reached 100 years. I'm sorry. I'm not insulting you. But the truth of the matter, who are those who are advising me at that time? Instead of bringing out that agreement out, this is where we have arrived. This is where we have been coming from, and we have arrived to that 100 years. That we need to sit down, understand ourselves, and discuss it now. United Nations should come and see. We are talking on an agreement. We are talking on law. And the law says it is after 100 years before you can separate. It's just like somebody who wants to die. Before he dies, he writes an agreement, he writes a will that until after 50 years of his demise, before anybody can do anything about his property. It's not binding. Anything you do behind it is against the law. It's a crime. You understand? When it is exactly 100 years at age, when it was exactly 99 years, a year to that time, instead of bringing people together to discuss it, Jonathan was bringing people for constitutional confab.
Because he has an interest, a political interest.
Political interest.
To go for the second term.
He has not forgotten his people. Where are those canoes? Where are these orgies? Where are these chuku marriages? Where are the chukus? Where are the chidis? Where are the chidodes?
They all kept silent.
You understand? It is only in that confab now that you have seen husband and wife are sitting down on the confab to discuss about Nigerian issue. Odumakis. The husband is benefiting, the wife is collecting. In the confab. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Gani was there. Gani Adam was there. He sat down. At that time, he was the person championing OPC. The other part of the OPC are also part of the confab. The same people who have gone for confab now, can they come out now and come and tell us now that they want us to separate? They've forgotten what they discussed at the confab.
But it wasn't implemented, and this is about the impoverished masses at this time, making such move.
It was not made to succeed.
Okay, just a made distraction.
It was made distraction because Mr. President that time wants to go for second term. And what is the best way and the finest way for me to be able to give out money, to dash out money to people? You understand? The best way and the manners and the fastest way for him to make money, to dash out money for people to do whatsoever he wants to do for his second term is to call for constitutional confab. That was the advice they gave to him. And he followed the advice. And what happened? He shared the money to them. And his plan works. The constitutional confab did not get anywhere.
He was reluctant to implement it.
He was very much reluctant to implement it because it is not being planned to work. It's just like the time of Abiola. Abiola to come in as a president, it does not work. He did not plan to work. This is an issue of another time to come. Abiola himself knew that he is not going to be president. He knew that because they plan it against us, the masses. That is why he went to go and vote with the sign of a party, which it's a sign that election has to be nullified, which make Tofa not to have registration in where he comes from, which means Sisi Ono, who is his vice president, I think it should be Ono also, who is the vice president's presidential candidate for Tofa, doesn't have registration from where he comes from. And Abiola is going to vote and he's shouting the slogan of his party, which is enough to nullify the election. They didn't plan it to work. I pity Nigerians. We only see things on surface. What is going on the ground is so difficult and serious for the masses for them to be able to get out of this mess. It's so serious, my brother. I thank God for the life giving. I'm a kind of a person that doesn't have a shoot up of blood for me to have BP. By now, my blood level should have shoot up to anything you can ever think of. The way I'm thinking of Nigeria, the way I'm thinking of where I come from, the way you see injustice going on the land. You understand? So a lot of things that you say they will come out to come and tell you, they didn't make it to work. Before I go for my treatment in the north, you had an interview with me. You remember I asked you when they say they want to give palliative money?
Yes.
I said to who? They are giving it to governors. Did you see the sign anywhere?
At all.
Those places you see, they are giving them their rights, they are giving on their head and everything. If you like, you give. If you like, don't give. They are used to it already from beginning. An ordinary man will just come out. Look at one Islamic scholar who gave us three trailers of the rice, sharing it. Is he sharing it to everybody? He's loyalist. He's loyalist. So it is high time for us to make sure that the issue of religion or anything, we don't use that to deceive ourselves, tribe or anything. We should be able to discuss as human. We should be able to do what? To discuss about ourselves as human. We don't have to discuss about a religion. One of these days, I want to grant you an interview about Ogbomosoland to see what is happening in Ogbomosoland. One of these days, I want you to do that because I would really want us to hold that interview. That I want you to send it everywhere for the whole world to see it. To see what is happening in Ogbomosoland.
That would be very interesting.
You understand? Where you see somebody who want to say, I want to pray for people, that I'm going to lead you in prayers to show you the word of God. He is going everywhere with police officers and they are threatening people and they are locking up people. They say, don't talk. If you talk, we are going to pick you. He came into the land, imposter into the land. He was brought in by some people, by some group of people who are just waiting for bloodshed in Ogbomosoland. And they are telling him, you must remain. His paternity was being traced that he is not even from Ogbomosoland, not to talk of the house that he was supposed to be the imam of the land. And they force it on people. The family themselves hold their meeting just last week. And they disclaim him. I'm going to show you the letter. They disclaim him as and the person that is sponsoring him, that go there and pray. If we are going to lose life, let life not lose. Let people die if they want to die. We don't care, because that is the only way they can. That's the only way they can renew their money. By bloodshed. But people don't know. I weep for my people. I weep for this country.